Maryland got a big boost this summer when the Obama administration awarded the state with $250 million as part of the Race to the Top program. The state superintendent told the Washington Post that part of what helped Maryland win that money was a new law that makes student achievement growth account for half of a teacher's annual evaluation. It's my understanding that labor leaders in Montgomery County aren't exactly thrilled with that formula.
Neither is the superintendent.
How do you feel about it?
Pretty poorly. I mean, I think kids are tested enough right now. Let's just have a little truth in lending here. Only 30% of the state testing is handled by our teachers. What I'm saying is only 30% of our teachers do state testing. So there's about 70% that don't. So if we're going to make everybody's evaluation 50%, we're going to have to increase testing on the other 70%. Now, when I hear from kids and I hear from parents, they don't really get, touchy-feely about more tests. Because right now we're losing 3 weeks of good teaching and learning time in the spring just concentrating on the exams. What we want in Montgomery County is we want to get kids college ready. So let's talk about measurement. Let's talk about outcomes. Let's talk about our professional growth system that is already getting teachers who are not up to par, and those who don't or shouldn't be in our profession out of the profession.
But if you don't measure that, who measures?
We do measure it. We use it at about a third, and we integrate it with other things. I want to look at student work. I mean, the two issues that we're trying to solve. Half the teachers in America walk out in 5 years. The Teach for America lasts about 2 years. Half the kids in America either cross the stage ill-prepared or don't even cross the stage. We only have about a 70% graduation rate in America. There's something wrong with the culture of half the doctors walk out of the hospital and half the patients don't make it. We have created that culture where we have measurement. We measure all the way through college graduation. We measure against high-end national standards, ACT, SAT, advanced placement, IB, International Baccalaureate. Those are things that count in a kid's life.
You're saying you get the money's worth and more.
I would say that when you have the BRO, which looks at the top 100 systems, brings in outside evaluators, not anything you can apply for. Say you're one of the top 5 in closing the gap and raising the bar. You have the National Baldrige Award from the Secretary of Commerce, not the Secretary of Education, the Secretary of Commerce and the President, saying that you're one of the 6 systems ever in America to win that award, and you're the largest by 7 times over. So it's the kids, it's the outcomes, it's the awards.
But the issue of teacher evaluation is a national issue at this point, of which the District of Columbia has been a focus for a while. Last week, we spoke on this broadcast with Nathan Saunders, the new president of the Washington Teachers Union. He said his priority for the union is retooling what's known as IMPACT, the system that Chancellor Michelle Rhee installed to evaluate teachers in the district. How do you size up the teacher evaluation system that Michelle Rhee left in place, and how does your philosophy compare to hers when it comes to measuring teacher effectiveness?
Well, I'm not going to get in a debate with somebody that's not even here.
Oh, come on.
Again. And I know, that'd be fun.
Yes.
I can tell you that we dismissed more teachers per performance than Miami-Dade, New York City, Chicago, L.A., systems much bigger than we are. And we've had over 5,000 teachers go through our performance system to take a look about their performance that are either on there for PAR, peer assistance and review. And it's our teachers that built this. They're actually more hard. I mean, they're more, they challenge their fellow peers more than any top-down administrative structure. You see, it feels like...
So you think teachers have to have input into any system that evaluates teachers?
Well, they know what's going on. They know how to measure it. What do I want? I want, under what conditions can I get them engaged? You see, if you get the child engaged, you get the teacher engaged, and they build something that works for them, and it solves a problem for them, it gets rid of poor performers, helps people who need extra help, and gets the kids up to the outcome levels that we've got them. I mean, don't sneeze about the #1 graduation rate, top of Newsweek, all of our high schools. Don't sneeze about the ACT and the SAT. SAT, 1653 on average. That's almost 150 points above the national average. Don't sneeze that we are the only large system with this kind of diversity that has all racial and gender groups besides Fairfax and us across the AP threshold.
Believe me, if I sneeze, it'll only be because of allergies.
I know, but you sneezed a minute ago.
You look like you're about to go to the phone.